music, theater, poetry, wordplay, and more. Local artists put it all on the stage today on The Express. On today's show,
it's like a little mystery every time you open the kiln.
Things heat up at this Squamish artist studio. Then a new accord warms up relations between two communities.
There are certain things we've agreed to and certain things that the district has agreed to that will really benefit each of our communities and collectively both of our communities.
And what's cooking in this Top Chef Canada's kitchen?
Television can give the false perception of what it's like to work in a kitchen.
Things are sizzling. Join us for The Express. Welcome to The Express on Shaw TV. I'm your host, Nicole Fitzgerald. Musicians, poets, and actors, and everyone in between, they found a new home here at the Creative 5 Eclectic Show. The only prerequisite, a desire to showcase your talent on stage. Meet another notable talent. Step inside the looking glass of Squamish artist Leslie Ford.
The bead I'm going to make is called a tornado bead.
Artist Leslie Ford is a tornado herself, a whirling melting pot of creativity, passionate, colorful, and robust, just like her beads.
Very tenacious. I will keep on going with a glass that everyone hates and says, oh, it's never going to work. I can't get it to do anything, and I am bound and determined to get it to do something. I'm just looking for some nice contrasting colors.
More than 4 years ago, this resolve is what propelled this self-taught artist onto YouTube to learn about the craft, a delicate art form, one she tackles like a mad scientist.
But I hated chemistry in high school, but this would have got me into chemistry, totally.
Leslie adjusts her flame, a little more propane, a little less oxygen. It makes a rainbow of difference. What began as clear glass droplets transform into gold under Leslie's magical touch.
Yeah, no problem. Depend on the temperature that it's annealed at, so kilned. Depending on what kind of clear you put on it. Some clear reacts, some doesn't. It's like a little mystery every time you open the kiln.
Instant gratification, a deterrent to working on her sewing machine, a time-intensive labor, the catalyst from whence her glasswork began.
A lot of people will embellish their art quilts with glass beads. And that's one of the reasons why I started with the glasswork, is that I wanted to be able to take my art quilts to the next level. Unfortunately, what happened was I ended up falling so in love with the glasswork that the quilt work sort of took a back seat. I like shiny things.
So captivated, this marriage of glass and quilts always seems to be one more bead away.
The two actually haven't met yet, unfortunately, but one of these days.
From Squamish, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV. See Leslie's beads come together in bracelets, necklaces, and earrings. Just visit her website. Tonight is a celebration of the arts, all kinds, music, acting, poetry, and more. It's happening every third Thursday here at Players Chophouse in Whistler. Next, a new accord creates a new relationship. The District of Squamish and the Squamish First Nation are pooling their resources together towards common goals.
Good to see Gibby.
Chief Gibby Jacob and Mayor Greg Gardner shake hands like old friends as they revisit the ramifications of the recently signed Intergovernmental Cooperation Accord.
The accord is really, first of all, an agreement to work with Squamish Nation, and that's very important for a whole host of reasons. But in another way, it's a roadmap for how we will work together.
There are certain things we've agreed to and certain things that the district has agreed to that will really benefit each of our communities and collectively both of our communities. So it's a very positive, forward-looking document.
This is Totem Hall, where the accord was signed back in March 2010. The Accord will ensure that both the nation and the district are working towards common goals that will sustain and encourage growth within Squamish.
Well, I think really the starting point is that we have to recognize that we're on the traditional territory of the Squamish Nation here, and those people are now sharing this land with non-Aboriginal peoples. They have an interest in the land and must be consulted on anything that happens on public land.
We got the herring coming back and they're spawning out in the waters out here. And
They both have high aspirations for the development of parks, housing, employment and residential projects all over Squamish. This accord means that instead of reaching a stalemate in negotiations, they can now pull together to make things happen.
One of these days we'll be out here, Gibby, and there will be a beautiful oceanfront park that we all can enjoy out here, and maybe a nice hotel right here for conferences. Commercial area right here, very vibrant like Granville Island. Some office and light industrial on that other side for employment for our young people. And a university right there and some beautiful residential land, so we'll get there.
our nation is supporting the district's go forward strategy. We've had a number of our members, including some of our staff, participating in this particular endeavor of the District of Squamish.
This, for me, is one of the win-wins of the Accord, to just recognize that our goals at the District of Squamish are really the same as your goals at Squamish Nation, too.
Site B here.
The Accord highlights how an effective partnership will lead to these important socio-economic projects coming to fruition and paving a new way for the two communities.
Chief Jacob has a vision for this area and for his people, and when you're dealing with someone who has those types of goals and is prepared to get there cooperatively and collaboratively, that makes it very rewarding to work with someone like that.
In negotiations, nobody ever gets 100% of what they want, and this agreement is no different, but to me always the proof's in the pudding. Watts Point over there.
On an empty lot that could turn into an empire, this is Dee Raffo reporting for Shaw TV in Squamish.
Many new projects will be coming to light. But tonight, it's all about the spotlight on local talent. The Creative 5 Eclectic Show. It's Whistler's only live arts night.
I'm just paying my rent every day in the Tower of Song.
Raj and I always start out with a couple of poems and a couple of songs, and then I've got something new tonight, which is Canucks playoff poetry.
A filmmaker, an actor, a writer. Angie, what are you going to be doing for us tonight? There's so many to pick from.
Acting. So I'm just going to do a monologue from a play that I think is really hilarious.
Acting. Yeah. And what are you going to be doing? A monologue, a scene?
A monologue from a play called Phantom Rep, and it's about a few actors that are trapped in a haunted theater. Right. So I'm doing the monologue that's letting everyone know why I got into acting.
You world can take a curtain call.
It's the third Thursday of every month, up here at Players Chophouse, upstairs in the lounge. And the way it works is it's a wide open mic for arts of all kinds.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This was just a joke. We were just kidding. It was just a story.
We've had visual artists, sculptors, painters have come and shown their work like on a slideshow. I've had singer-songwriters, poets, filmmakers showing their work on the big, they have a huge screen here, which is great.
No covers tonight. What original songs are you going to be singing today?
Well, I'm going to bring some stuff out from the good old days of tuned women.
Yay.
So Driving Away has come back, and I've got Jono playing with me tonight. So it goes from kind of a ballad to a rock song, I hope. It comes across that way.
It feels like kind of a new thing to try in town, and I think it's the collaboration, getting the different artists together, working together in one night, and so you get them talking to each other as well and sharing ideas. That it really adds something interesting to it.
Why are nights like this important?
Well, I don't think there's enough of them in Whistler. Especially this kind of vibe. I remember living in the city or even going to university. These things are happening all the time. So it's like working out, right? Physically, you know, you go to the gym, our creative gym. Good show, nicely done, nicely done.
I think the real sort of hotbed of artistic creativity comes from the artists themselves, and that's what we're trying to kind of foster here.
Thank you very much.
Live music, live readings, live theater, the Creative 5 Eclectic, happening every third Thursday of the month here at Players Chophouse in Whistler. Stay tuned, we got more local stories coming your way. Still to come, tune into Shaw's A World of Smiles telethon and help out local families like this.
It's not just about what this facility does for our own children, it's what they do for children around the world.
And splashing into a new way of helping out woman's best friend.
And we decided to start a canine aquatherapy program here for other dog owners.
You're watching Shaw TV. Welcome back to the Creative 5 Eclectic Show at Players Chophouse in Whistler. I'm your host, Nicole Fitzgerald, and you're watching The Express. More than 2,500 children are treated for lip and cleft palate birth defects at the BC Children's Hospital. It's something that's easily treatable in Canada, but not necessarily in other parts of the world.
Okay, how about a line? Nice. What about a line this way? Good job. Addie loves to draw. And both Lottie does lots of pictures, and Addie likes to copy everything that Lottie's doing, which is really kind of fun. Look at what's Lottie drawing?
Every little sister wants to be like their big sister,
Is that grass
including
or sky?
2.5-year-old Addie. To look at her, Addie is a normal little girl, although the life of this adopted child didn't begin this way. Because she was born a girl with a unilateral cleft lip and palate, her parents abandoned this little bundle of joy on the streets of China.
She was found on a street and taken to a police station right away. In China, it would have meant a life, if she hadn't been put into an orphanage, would have been, a very difficult life for her. She certainly wouldn't have had a lip or palate repair.
In China, a child with a cleft palate has little hope. But here in North America, adopted by the Fraser Cleftinger family through the Waiting Child program, Addie's health challenges were easily addressed, thanks to the staff and services of the BC Children's Hospital.
Everybody was so amazing. What really amazed us was the first session of appointments we went to. The doctors and the nurses all spoke to her. They didn't actually speak to us.
One hand? No hands. Yay!
That just speaks volumes, because then it's about the kid. It's about the child, and they feel that they're part of this whole thing, even if they don't understand.
Within 2 weeks of Addie's first appointment, she underwent palate surgery on June 30th, 2010, her birthday. She was now 2 years old. If born in North America, Addie's surgery would have been done 15 months earlier.
What we didn't realize was that cleft and lip and palate surgery is actually a priority in British Columbia because it's around speech.
2.
Because the earlier you start on language development,
With
the better you are later in life.
I want 1 last.
And life is looking good. Within 4 months, Addie plumped up 8 pounds and grew 4 inches. And mama and pointing became the mainstay of her developing communications.
Daddy.
She's got more sounds. She has to learn how to make sounds. So we're working on that. She can, of course, eating is so much easier because she's got an actual mouth.
Round and round the wheel goes. She likes to play and she's very ticklish, and sometimes wherever I go, she tries to go.
And Addie goes everywhere, like any other BC child. She has access to the pediatric care she needs.
There's so many children who are born with it every year. It's so fixable and manageable because the hospital's here and the team is here. You can change a little person's life.
Ready? Woo!
It's not just about what this facility does for our own children. It's what they do for children around the world.
Making a difference here at home. From Pemberton, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV. If you missed out on the World of Smiles telethon this Sunday between 5 and 11 p.m. right here on Channel 4 Shaw TV, don't worry, you can always make a donation at the BC Children's website. Well, gather around a mic, or if you've got stage fright, don't worry, audience members are always welcome. It's a beautiful night here at Players Chophouse. Summer's almost around the corner, and who doesn't love a good swim? It can be very therapeutic for both 2- and 4-legged friends alike.
A yellow lab named Mina gets into the pool for her daily workout at K9 H2O, a unique dog aquatherapy program in Abbotsford.
K9 H2O started 10 years ago because I had a wonderful, amazing yellow lab named Sandy. I had her for 15 years, and in her latter years, her hip dysplasia kicked in. She found it harder to walk and gained weight, and then that made it harder for her to walk. But I had this indoor pool. So I converted my pool and installed a safety ramp, and I talked to my veterinarian in Abbotsford, and we decided to start a canine aquatherapy program here for other dog owners who had the same situation as mine.
Mina was referred to K9 H2O to lose some weight and get in shape.
Overweight dogs are one of the most common problems that veterinarians face. Lack of activity, overfeeding, too many snacks is what leads to it. A dog should be getting at least 2 20-minute swim or 20-minute walks a day, and that's not happening when the dog is home because mom and dad are working. So we tend to see quite a few overweight dogs.
A very special dog at K9 H2O is Summer, who was born with a spinal deformity and also had her lower back broken by an abusive former owner. After treating Summer for a while, Kendall decided to adopt her.
If I keep her moving, then I can give her longevity. But as she ages, she's going to lose some of her plasticity and get stiffer, and then pain will be my biggest issue with Summer, is managing her pain. So to keep her moving, keep her walking, keep her playing, keep her swimming, can help give her more longevity. I've had great dogs in my life, wonderful dogs who have helped me through hard times and good times. And if I can give back to this species and see them recover, for me it's payback. It's totally payback. I love it. I've got the best job on earth.
In Abbotsford, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
Alas, there are no indoor pools for dogs in the Sea to Sky, so if you want to learn more, just visit the website below. From pools and pups to music and merriment, local artists take to the mic or to the kitchen in our next case. After the break, the Food Network craze comes to the Four Seasons Resort Whistler, ×2.
I think we're all adrenaline junkies as chefs, and that's kind of like the step up. You can't get that adrenaline anywhere else.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by Artina's handcrafted Canadian jewelry, 387 Water Street in Gastown and Government Street in Victoria.
Welcome back to The Express on Shaw TV. I'm your host, Nicole Fitzgerald. And acting is one of the disciplines that's being showcased here at the Creative 5 Eclectic Show at Players Chophouse in Whistler. Creative anarchy is always welcome. Well, it's that time in the show again to head out of town. This week's road trip takes us to a working farm in North Vancouver.
Travel along with us on the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip as we explore the many marvelous attractions and activities of beautiful British Columbia.
It's a great day to take a road trip to Maplewood Farm in North Vancouver.
Maplewood Farm is a 5-acre working farm with dedicated individuals taking care of over 200 different animals.
Look, 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 look. Yum, 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 yum. We have a lot of responsibilities here at the farm as a farmer. So we do everything from milking to feeding to animal husbandry and care of the animals. They like all this attention and all this petting. Also, education to the public, talking to the kids about the farm and orientating them to the farm. It's important for kids to get a feel for where our food comes from and care of animals and just the compassion that comes from being around animals, learning how to treat animals, and just experiencing something that is disappearing.
What are those? The piggies.
Almost 100,000 people visit Maplewood Farm every year, most of them families with small children.
Let's go say hi.
Well, it's definitely learning about the farm animals. I mean, you know, we're a little ways from the farm country, but this is right in the city, and it's a great close place to come and bring the kids for, you know, run around and enjoy the animals.
Give her gentle pats. It's just so great for the kids to see farm animals because there's just nowhere else they can go to see them. And this time of year, there's babies everywhere. So that's really exciting for them to see.
Hello. This is one of the most popular visiting stations at Maplewood Farms. There are over 40 goats living here, and they're very curious and very friendly. I kind of feel like the goat whisperer.
They are loving this. They get 3 feedings a day like this, so morning, lunchtime, and dinner time. You learn a lot from animals. They teach you a lot. They teach you a lot about yourself. They teach you about compassion and gentleness. And for lots of people, they teach you about love too. So there's a lot they can give us. Oh, there you are.
There's the third one.
And for people who haven't yet been to Maplewood Farm, Nadine has one thing to tell them.
Come down to the farm. Come and feed the chickens. Come and feed the ducks and feed the rabbits and pet a goat and come and experience the farm and have some fun because that's why we're here.
In North Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
Entertaining and informative, the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. Weekends on Shaw TV. Always something new and exciting.
Maplewood Farms is a great place to host a kid's birthday party. They even have pony rides. Well, it's anything goes here at the Creative 5 Eclectic Show. You can bring in an instrument, a piece of writing, or maybe something tasty. Later on in the show, who will cook to victory at this Sidecut Chef's Challenge? From top chef to top dog, meet a few animals that are looking for a loving home. Let's pay a visit to the Squamish SPCA and Wagon Whistler.
Hi, and thanks for visiting the Squamish SPCA. Here are some adoptable animals. So this is Hobo. He's approximately 10 years old. He has a very sad story to tell, so come in and ask our staff and we can tell ya. He is a neutered male, super affectionate and quiet, would make a lovely companion for a senior. Loves to lay in the sun and eat and sleep. So this is Swagger. He is about 5 years old. He's a neutered male, a little camera shy. He's very sweet and outgoing, not a huge fan of the other cats. Probably would prefer an indoor-outdoor home, considering he was a stray and outside for a while. But he's a very affectionate, nice little boy. And handsome.
Welcome to Wag in Whistler. This afternoon I am showing you a few wonderful puppies that we have for adoption. They are almost 4 weeks old now, so they'll be ready to go to their forever homes in about 4 weeks. What they are is a mystery. They are purebred mutts, but they are very loving, very sweet, and very fun. We have Cookie, who is the proud mother of 3 beautiful little kittens. Cookie is a chocolate tortoiseshell Siamese cross. And her kittens look like they have a little bit of that and maybe some tabby in it. So if you're looking for a beautiful Siamese, she's absolutely the perfect one for you. And I think her kittens are going to be very similar to her.
Love pets, love animals. The SPCA and WEG are always looking for volunteers to care for the Sea to Sky's cutest residents.
If you want a dog but you don't necessarily have the time to care for it, the next best thing is to become a volunteer dog walker with WEG. You may not know it, but there are a lot of Food Network stars here in the Sea to Sky. Araxi hosted the winner of Hell's Kitchen. The Vineyard's Jenna Dashny was a finalist for the Superstar Chef's Challenge. And now the Four Seasons Resort Whistler is getting in on the action, with 2 chefs facing down the Sidecut chopping block.
You essentially get an onion and a carrot, and you have to create a 5-course meal, and you have 2 minutes, go. That's the pressure cooker that is Top Chef, for sure.
Cooking under pressure is nothing new for the Four Seasons Resort Whistler's Clayton Beadle.
This is Top Chef Canada.
This chef de partie recently competed on the Food Network's Top Chef Canada. His creativity and determination kept him off the chopping block for 2 episodes.
I think he did well. I think, you know, what I told him was, look, you're 16 out of 3,000 people that applied, so that says a lot right there.
Top Chef Canada was probably the most exciting and thrilling, terrifying thing I've ever done. I definitely learned so much from the show. My favorite aspect of being on the show was definitely being a rock star. You know, we had a penthouse apartment for 2 months, and we had people at our beck and call, and just being chauffeured around for 2 months was awesome.
Gentlemen, welcome to today's Sidecut Challenge. Today's test is going to be developing a new appetizer for our menu.
In the spirit of Top Chef Canada's Quickfire Challenge, Executive Chef Scott Thomas Dolbee hosted one of his own.
And your time's going to start now.
In one corner, Beadle. In the other, Chef de Cuisine Edison Mays Jr., another familiar face on the Food Network channel on cooking school stories and party starters.
So what I'm mixing here is a nice tartare, and it's going to be topped off with some of our fresh organic herbs from Urban Cultivator. Television can give the false perception of what it's like to work in a kitchen sometimes, because you have kids that see the celebrity side of being a chef. They don't see the grind, the long hours.
Chef Clayton, tell me about your dish.
But for chefs, the Food Network often acts as a muse, providing inspiration and ideas both on and off the plate.
I actually interviewed for Hell's Kitchen many seasons ago, and you just want to kind of go in and see what you can do and see what you're up against. And you know, I wanted to go win. Cook better than Gordon Ramsay was the idea.
Or in today's case, Clayton Beadle, whose East meets West play on beef tataki earned him Top Chef on the Sidecut appetizer menu.
I think we're all adrenaline junkies as chefs, and that's kind of like the step up. You can't get that adrenaline anywhere else.
You're the new winner.
From Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
Top Chef Canada airs every Monday night on the Food Network. Well, the Creative 5 Eclectic is underway with Stephen Volger at the mic. Thursday nights are the place to be here at Players Chophouse, but what about other Thursdays in the Sea to Sky? Yell for the Rotary Club of Pemberton Centennial. The nonprofit organization hosts their largest, most important fundraiser of the year at the Big Sky Golf and Country Club. Sun salutation is by donation every Thursday morning at the How Sound Women's Center. All levels welcome. Don't forget your yoga mat for this 1-hour class. Renovations just got more reasonable. The Whistler Community Service Society's Rebuild It Center is now open in Function Junction. Pick up quality building supplies, cabinets, furniture, and windows. All proceeds benefit the nonprofit organization. A night of music, poetry, readings, film theater, and it's all on one stage. The Creative 5 Eclectic is really a unique experience, and it's happening every third Thursday here at Players Chophouse in Whistler. And that wraps up this week's show. If you'd like to see your story idea on the Express, drop us a line at seatoskyexpress@shaw.ca. You can also get our show on shawtv.com. Join us next week. You'll get a sneak peek of multicultural festivals coming to Squamish and Whistler. So until then, from all of us on Shaw TV, thanks for watching.
Nicole Fitzgerald's wardrobe provided by Peak Performance. Hairstyling by The Loft Salon. And makeup provided by Beauty Mark.
POV camera, courtesy of Contour.
While filming on the mountain, parking provided by the Fire Rock Lounge.